All right, Glock 43. Some may say I'm late to the party. I think I'm right on time. Glock 43. Let's talk about it. Now, as you guys know, I like to run guns before I give you reviews of them. There's plenty, there are 10,000 unboxing and 0 round reviews of this gun, and 10,000 people saying, oh, it's a great gun. I don't like those. I'm not a big fan. I like to run a gun. I like to carry a gun. I like to really, especially when it comes to a pistol, I really like to put these through 1,000 or thousands of rounds before I even give you my impression of it. The 19X was, I think the first review I did on the 19X was after 5,000 rounds and a year of having it, or close to a year of having it. I've had this for a year and a half or so, been carrying it for that long, and a couple thousand rounds through it at this point. I don't shoot this as much as I do like the 19X or 19s, but I am comfortable enough with it to give you a review at this point. So I'm not going to give you, just as usual, I'm not going to give you technical specifications. I'm going to give you a shooter's outlook on this, not a tabletop, what some computer tells me the specs are. I'm going to tell you how it feels, and it feels great to shoot. I think this is a fantastic shooting gun. I think it handles much like a large gun, like a 19 or 19X. Not that the grip is there on the bigger guns, not that the mag capacity is there, but just as far as recoil management, I think the 43 is right up there. It's not too snappy. Like some little micro guns are, the little subcompacts. Some of those, even in 9mm, are just entirely too snappy to hold on to. And I think this handles like a big gun. Now, my hands are a little bit big for this gun. If you're one of my patrons, you know I've been playing with the frame of this gun. I already did the undercut there in order to help with the grip. I also have the Tango Down +2 base plates. I really like them. They're comfortable. +2 because the 6-round mag capacity is pretty darn low. So 8 rounds plus the spare mag, another 8 rounds, I'm pretty okay with. Reloading. Reloading, I cannot hit this very well. I don't know if it's because of how big my hand is. I don't know if it's because of how far in it is versus something like the 19X, which it seems to be flared out some more. I'm not going to change it because I do this reload anyway, mag insert and the crab claw. So it works out well for me, that sort of reload, and using the support hand to drop the slide works for me. But for some reason or other, this thing for me feels really hard to push, and I can't. I mean, you can see my freaking thumb is turning white. That's not okay. Like I said, I normally do the crab claw anyway, so it's not a big deal, but I think it's something that people need to be aware of on the 43s. Now, the trigger, much like the 19X, Glock did something to the triggers, and I don't know what, but they did, and the triggers on these feel really good. Reset, break. Reset, break. These triggers feel pretty fantastic. So overall, let's shoot it real quick and I'll give you my overall. All right, so what you see in there already is stuff I've been doing today, shooting from retention, from a draw, from concealment, a couple different drills. I don't know how many holes in there, a couple hundred rounds or something like that. Not my only target today, but just the one that's in there. But I'm gonna go for these two dots right here. They're maybe an inch and a half big. And this mag, I have Federal brass Walmart stuff. And in the spare mag, I have Wolf steel case at, I don't know what I'm at, 12 feet, something like that, 10 feet. It's a little gun. Pushing it a little bit. But as you can see, the recoil is really, really manageable. Super manageable for such a little gun. That's probably the most impressive part about this, is that so often you get a hold of some of these little guns and they like to jump out of your hand, and this one just doesn't do that. So, final thought. I would absolutely, if anybody was looking for a small subcompact gun that's controllable, I would absolutely suggest this. Like I said, there are some things like I have a hard time, like this, no problem, but I have a hard time releasing that this way, but I crab claw anyway. Put some plus base plates on it, which usually aren't very expensive, and I think you have a really nice little gun here. And just as usual, it's got Glock's reliability. I have not had a single problem with it. The only problem I ever had with this gun was two magazine issues. One was an ETS magazine, and the other was an Amend 2 Glock 43 mag. And they're all polymer mags, so I've had many problems with all polymer mags. I don't blame the gun for that. Great shooter. Great shooter. Absolutely would suggest this for anybody looking for a little gun. So there we go. Year and a half review, something like that. My first review, actually, but a year and a half review of the Glock 43. I will put a link in the description, and if I can find an Amazon affiliate link, I'll give you one of those too. For the Tango Down, plus two mag base plates that I use. These guys right here, for a nice full grip. They come with a spring and everything. They come with a spring, so you don't have to worry about a weak spring because it's too short or something like that. But I'll get a link for those for you guys. And yeah, if you're in the market for a subcompact, absolutely. Thanks for listening. Check out in the description all the ways you could support the channel, and we'll talk to you later.